Hey guys, it's Steph, the Midwest Cowgirl, and today we're getting on a horse, aka we're using a mounting block. Alright guys, so I wanted to do a video today on getting your horse to stand at the mounting block because in my profession I see too many people that get on their horse from the ground or from the mounting block, but when they get on, either way, they let their horse walk off before they even got their butt in the saddle. And a huge percentage of horse accidents actually happen while getting on their horse. So it's super important to get your horse to be patient and wait for you to get in the saddle, and then you ask them to go. They don't get to decide. So today we'll go over that and how to properly get your horse to be patient and wait. All right, so we're gonna start with walking up to the mounting block and how to get your horse to line up at the mounting block. So what I like to do is I have my Makati reins and I have my lead. So I'm gonna lead her up with my reins over the saddle. You always wanna have your reins over the saddle. And I'm gonna walk up the steps and I'm gonna lead my horse up. Today, Honey's our model again because she's so amazing. So I'm gonna ask her to come up just like I would if I had a halter on. And I'm not gonna pull her up. There's a feel in the rope, so it's just like the trailer loading video. I'm not gonna pull her with me. So when she's at the mounting block, I'm gonna take my reins, and I'm gonna take my reins off the horn, rest them on her neck, and I'm gonna tie up my Makatis. If you're not sure how to do it, check out one of my previous videos on it. And take my reins, and I'm gonna have them a little bit shorter, but I'm not gonna have them too short so that it's asking her to back up. So when I get on, now she's already fixing to leave, so I may ask her, hey, come up a little bit. And I'm gonna ask her to stop. Here, I got it looped. So I'm gonna have my hands on her mane, my hand back here on the cantle, my foot in the saddle. Now if my horse is jigging around and not standing, they're not ready for you to get on. You want them quiet and ready for them to get on, because then your horse may take off with you getting on. So I'm gonna put my foot in the saddle, and I'm gonna bring my hand around, and and I kicked her in the booty, so that made her go, but that's okay. So I wanna make sure my horse is okay, and before I put my other foot in the stirrup. So if she's good and she's quiet, I got my foot in the stirrup, and she's quiet and happy, and when I want her to go, my hands still stay quiet, and I'm gonna squeeze and ask her to walk off. Thanks guys for watching the video. I hope you learned how to get on a horse correctly. Honey was a rock star as always. To summarize, to get on, you walk your horse up to the mounting block, have them stand, wait, left foot in the stirrup, left hand on the mane or the horn with your reins. Always have your reins in your hand, and your right hand on the cantle. And as you start to swing over, you switch your hands over to the horn, and you swing your leg over and gently sit down in the saddle. You never want to plop really hard in the saddle. Think about their backs. And then make sure they're quiet and ready before you go to put your foot in that stirrup, because you want to make sure your horse is mentally ready. They're not going to take off, because you want to be able to dismount if you need to. Some of my horses want to walk off when I get on, and some horses we take a couple minutes to work at it, and I have some horses that I don't ask them to do anything and they willingly pick me up and side pass the mounting block. So it all takes time. So if your horse doesn't stand at the mounting block quietly, it just may be something that you need to work on. But otherwise, you never want to get on your horse if they're jigging around, they're not ready, they're not mentally ready for you to get on. You want your horse ready, quiet, and if you're standing in that stirrup before you swing your leg over, you want to make sure they're quiet. If they start to walk off, get down, try again, do it again. And always, always ask your horse to back up. Don't circle them around that mounting block, because you're teaching them that if I go forward, I'm just going to circle. Horses would rather circle than back up. So always make your horse back up and work at it instead of asking them to go around again. So that's the easy way out. Make them work at it. I know Honey made it look really easy, so in later videos we will go through with some horses that have trouble standing at the mounting block, so we can go over some tips and tricks how to get your horse to stand patiently at the mounting block. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Honey is the best. So I hope you learned something new. We'll see you in the next video.